"Welcome to St. Louis!" the slim train conductor shouted at the top of his voice as I stepped out of the passenger car. Puffs of white steam blew in my face, and people of all ages and from all places dashed here and there as they greeted friends and collected their belongings. I had never witnessed such a scene in all my life, nor had I ever seen such a crowded platform as hundreds of people awaited the next train. I placed a protective hand on my new hat. It was the first purchase I'd made for myself in 6 years. My teaching salary was modest, and my income was folded into that of our household. The hat was bleached white straw with a wide brim decorated with pink, white, and yellow roses. Pink ribbons fell from the back of the brim to finish the look. I typically would not spend so much money on such frivolity, but my brother Orville, who was the snappiest dresser in the family, insisted I buy it before leaving for St. Louis. As he said, if I was going to the World's Fair, I needed to look the part. I also didn't want to disappoint my very dear friend Margaret, who invited me to the fair. I adjusted my spectacles on my nose and scanned the crowd, but could not spot her. Had I known that the station would be this bustling, I would have asked Margaret to meet me at the ticketing booth. I had no idea how she was going to discover where I was in this utter chaos. Margaret Goodwin Meacham was my dearest friend in the world. We met as first-year students at Oberlin College and were in the same graduating class of 1898. We both had excelled in our studies, and while I was a master of Latin and Greek, she was a student of literature and the star scholar of the literature department. I always thought it was fortunate that we had different courses of study. Had we not, we would have been in direct competition with each other, and that would be detrimental to our friendship, as neither Margaret nor I liked to lose. As much as I had wanted to see the fair, I had worried about leaving my father and brothers for such a long period. However, in Margaret's last letter asking me to join her, I sensed a bit of unease as she had wrote me, "I need my friend during this time."